Today I have a retirement testimony for you from somebody not named Joe. It provides yet another story of someone 30 days into retirement. Just a little snapshot at 30 days. Let's call him Dan, sent me this email with what's going on 30 days into retirement. I think you're going to love this story and be inspired by it. Dan has been a longtime viewer of my channel, and actually he was a coaching client maybe 18 months ago, where he called me and just wanted me to share my journey and answer some questions for him and give my experience. So this is Dan's story. I get about 5 comments like this today, 5 comments a day like this in the comments of videos. And I love hearing those. It is inspiring to me, and hopefully to you, the viewer. Read the comments. I get about 2 emails a day like this. This one's in a little more detail, a little more thought out. So I thought I would share it with you. So I'm beginning the quote here. Joe, we had a discussion back in early 2023 when you helped me feel more comfortable about my retirement plan, sharing experiences, expectations, and finding a few holes in my plan that I was not aware of. I stopped my corporate job in August, and I'm a month into my retirement, and I'm 51. Obviously, he's proud of that. It should be. I'm now living what feels more like a balanced life. The constant, unplanned stress of corporate work is gone, and I've really not thought about it. So just really, that was quicker than me. It took me about 4 months to stop thinking about work. Back to the quote. I'm not thinking about my project work. As you experienced, not a soul has reached out to me about anything. We are all replaceable at work, and we should not think too highly of ourselves. I've said that in several videos. Here are a few post-retirement impressions 30 days into my journey. I think you'll like this list. Number 1, an unexpected surprise is the pace of time. In my 40s, I felt the perception of time passing was accelerating. Now it feels like it's going at half speed. I thought the perception of time was an age-related thing based on my prior reading, but it's really linked to the busyness in our lives and our fascination with work and being busy and being stressed. I did not realize I was on a treadmill until I got off. My same story. Number 2, the quality of my sleep has greatly improved, and I have stopped taking my anxiety medication. I know increased exercise has helped with the sleep as well. Same story for me. Thanks to new retirement, I feel like I have a solid financial plan, many levers to pull if something goes too far sideways. I hope to revisit this quarterly, perhaps annually. By the way, this is stop the quote. New retirement just today, when I'm recording this, they've announced a name change to BOLDIN, BOLDIN. All my links will work, the new retirement links, but I'm going to get a new link, hopefully pretty soon, that says BOLDIN on it. The name change was really because the new retirement company is trying to expand their influence past people that are retiring to people that are preparing for retirement. What you do in your 20s, 30s, and 40s matters a lot to your retirement journey. So they're trying to help a broader audience, catch them early. Also, part of their marketing, big part of their income comes from selling this software to big companies, like Coca-Cola or Nestle or, McDonnell Douglas. They're not necessarily customers. I'm just mentioning names. And so they sell it to them, and they have employees across all demographics there. So BOLDIN, look for the name, BOLDIN. Back to the quote. I'm very glad to have devoted considerable time to what I'm retiring to. I'm finishing an Associate of Science degree in enology, that's wine and winemaking, that I started during the pandemic years, going back to school. Now I have 2 to 4 hours of work that I can do any given day on an ongoing circle of new people to engage with and unlimited volunteer opportunities associated with wine and wine making, sorry. We have a few trips planned to vote time to with family and also aging parents. This is another real gift to be able to do this at a very slow pace with fewer constraints. Huge. Spend time with family and friends when you're not rushing through life. Huge. Most people have had positive reactions to my retirement. Hearing other people's stories about what to expect has enabled me to have some thoughtful answers prepared. I chose not to explain myself so much and just talked about a few near-term plans. I had to use the retirement word in my work crowd, but I said I was going to stop corporate work with people outside of work to avoid awkward discussions. As others have experienced, I had a few people ask me if I was okay, sick, terminally ill, because I'm so young. A very few people got very interested in the financial how, and perhaps I may inspire somebody to retire earlier than they thought they could by hearing my story. I will be using New Retirement, BOLDIN, in my post-retirement years to get taxes right, Roth conversion opportunities, and to maintain my confidence to spend throughout all market cycles. So the next chapter of my life has begun. I want to thank you for your help. Keep up the great work, sharing experiences, wisdom, and encouragement. End of quote. Folks, Dan is why I make videos, why I spend time reading the comments, replying the comments. Retirement is a major event in life. My channel is telling my story. It's not advice. It's not right or wrong. It's my story, decisions I make, and why, because I know everyone is going through the same experience. If I can help, it's my obligation. That's one of my values. My hope is that by sharing my journey, I'll reduce a little fear, reduce some anxiety, maybe enable you to jump perhaps 1, 2, 3, even 4 years earlier than you thought was possible, just like Dan, 51 years old. What a great story. So there you go. This is Joe out. Let me know what you think.